Started. Hope you all are doing all right today. I think today will be kind of an entertaining day. What we're going to do, we're going to do two types of workshopping. One, we're going to workshop titles, and then we are going to workshop content and design. And then I will explain to you how to submit your content and design, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, so does anybody have any questions they want to ask me before we get started? I've got the chat open, or you can just unmute yourself and ask me away. Okay, sounds good. All right, so I looked into, so I will, full disclosure, I'm a terrible title writer. I am awful at writing titles. Whenever I have something I have to title, I give it to my husband to have him title it, because I'm just bad at it. So I spent some time yesterday looking up how to write good titles for magazine articles, for profiles, for essays, so on and so forth. And honestly, there is nothing out there that says how to do it, except there were some resources that talked about how to do eye-catching titles, but that's more for marketing purposes. And that's not really what we're looking at here. We're looking more at, titles that capture the essence of your profiles. So what I thought we'd do something a little bit more grassroots. And I thought we'd start with analyzing the titles of the profiles that have been provided by students in the last two profile assignments that I've done. So I've got 2 semesters worth. And I'm going to pull them up here and we're going to read through them. And I'm going to ask you to select the ones that you think work. And then we're going to do something, then we're going to work on your own titles. Okay, so hang on, let me switch to this. Okay, can you all see this okay? Or is it too small? Hopefully you can see it okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read through each title here, and I want you to write down the ones that you think work, okay? It's obvious the ones that you think that don't work, like some of them just completely don't work. But I want you to write down maybe up to 3 that you think work, all right? So I'm just going to go through and read them real quick here. And as I do, just note the ones that you think work. Okay, so 18 years in exchange for a lifetime of success, a better tomorrow, a big change, a journey from Bhutan to Nepal, a life of the son of an immigrant businessman, a life-changing mission, a quick glimpse at a local skateboarder, about my mother's lifestyle and me, Alvaro's journey from civilian to Marine, Maksada Vakbiev, the journey to America, coming to Salt Lake City, dealing with a traumatic brain injury, from local boss babe to local carpenter, Germany's reasons for letting Hitler take power, Greg Beyer, the life of a beekeeper, growing up in Mexico, hard work pays, he can, she can too, hiding in plain sight, Ivan P., life as a philosopher, son, brother, and student, journey for a fortune teller, life could be a dream, living the American dream abroad, Marlon Daglian's experiences of owning a restaurant for 38 years, missionary moms, Monte Sweets, more than just a body, more than just a race, more than just a vacation, mother finds strength in single motherhood, my mother's challenging journey to pursue an education, Nicole Wilson, a survivor, a warrior, a beautiful inspiration, not just a teacher, overcoming thyroid cancer, self-competition, staying snazzy with Quinn Nelson, the American dream, a story of one man's success, the great change, turning a shack into a home, 2 sides of war, willingness is a commodity, working hard for success, Yanni's journey, Annapolis to America. Okay, so take a second and pick. So of the ones that you wrote down, I want you to pick 2. All right, I want you to pick 2 that you think are the best. And I want you to open up the chat And I would like you to write into the chat which are the two that you think are the most compelling titles. Okay, so take a moment and do that, and then we'll scroll through the chat together. And if somebody else has written what you would write, go ahead and still write it. We're going to look for patterns. So we've heard from Lily, Anna, Megan, Hunter, Meg, Tracy, Italy, Hunter, Soraya, Nicholas, Alex, Clara, Tommy, Soraya, good. Okay, it looks like a few more of you need to submit. So go ahead and take some time. Okay, good job. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw you into some groups here real quick, into some breakout rooms quick. And I'm going to ask you to talk for 5 minutes about, I think you should still be able to see the chat while you're in the groups, because there's definitely overlap in the groups. I mean, there's overlap in the responses here, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to talk about what you think makes a good headline. And I want you to, when you come back, I'm going to ask for a representative from each group to explain what you think makes a good headline or good title. Okay, so let's see, we've got some more coming in here. Good, okay. So I'm just gonna break us into automatic breakout rooms. So how many are there of you here? There's 16, I'm gonna make 4 breakout rooms, okay? Just go ahead and go in there. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to come up with, what do you think makes a good headline based on the ones that people have selected here. And I'm going to ask for one representative to respond to what makes a good headline. All right, you're going to have 5 minutes to do this. Okay, so I'm creating the rooms. Go ahead and go into your rooms. Does your teacher send you broadcast messages when you're in breakout groups?
What?
Does your teacher send you broadcast messages when you're in breakout groups?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, wait, hold on. What are you eating? What are you eating?
Mozzarella sticks.
Oh my God. This early in the morning. Okay, hello everybody. All right. So let me grab these breakout rooms. Okay, one thing that I think is cool. Oh wait, not everybody's back. Sorry, hang on. Okay, almost everybody's back. "20 seconds, then everybody will be back." All right. Okay, so one thing I think is cool is that even though, so when I said that there's some overlap in the chat, in terms of the titles that you guys selected, they're not all the same. And what I mean by in terms of overlap is that there's a style, or there's a sort of like a similar approach to many of the titles that you guys selected. You didn't all select the same title, and that's good, because what that shows is that there's some flexibility in the titles. So let's do this. So I'm going to ask for a representative from room 1. So that's Alex, Jackson, Jorge, or Meg. Which one of you wants to talk about what you think makes a good title?
I can.
Okay, go ahead, Meg.
So we were saying that a good title is usually enticing, or it leaves you wanting to know more about the story, and it might show empathy.
Okay, great. Can you explain what is enticing about the titles that you chose?
So I chose the title A Life-Changing Mission, and the other one that I chose was Hiding in Plain Sight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that they kind of leave you on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Like you want to know what happens.
Okay, that's great. Okay, excellent. Okay, so enticing and some empathy. Very good. Okay, room 2, that's Anna, Hunter, Megan, or Tommy. Which one of you wants to chat?
I will.
Okay, Megan.
So we said that it seems that a lot of them are like creating a question that you will answer for your readers.
Okay.
So it's something intriguing that they like what Meg said, like they want to know more about it. So even if you're going to go between ones like, you know, a life-changing mission that doesn't mention the person's name, you want to know what about that mission was so life-changing. Or if you're going to pick one like Greg Beyer, which is the life of a beekeeper, it's what is life like as a beekeeper.
Okay, yeah, I think that's great. Excellent. Okay. Okay, room 3. We've got Roa, Lily, and Soraya.
Okay, so we talked about how it's important that the title like draws the reader in.
Okay.
It's important that it also has something to do with what the story is about, and it's not just like totally random.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so how did your title, so I saw that you selected Journey for a Local Fortune Teller. So how does that one draw somebody in?
I think it sounds super interesting because it's something different and it's not like, I don't know, I've never read any stories about fortune tellers, and so I thought that that was something that was interesting and something that I would be interested in reading.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay. And then room 4, we've got Italy, Nicholas, and Tracy. Who wants to talk?
I will.
Okay.
So I didn't pick it when we put it, but when we were talking about it, something that makes a good title is kind of like clickbait. Like what makes you click on that random article that shows up on your search bar, or that YouTube video, like the clickbait, like for example, the one about Hitler. Like it's probably the profile is probably not about Hitler. It's probably about someone else, but that attracts you to click on it and want to read it.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. So titles is clickbait. Really good. Okay. Okay. So these are all really good ideas. Okay. All very good analyses. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of working on your titles. Okay. And so let me change the screen here. Okay. So I want you to take 5 minutes. Okay. And I want you to write down keywords or themes of your profile. Okay. So keywords are kind of like, they're the main ideas, or they're sort of like the main points that you're wanting to get across. Or they could be names, or they could be just words that stand out. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to just do some drafting and writing down of themes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the groups, and we may switch groups up a little bit because I want you working with different people. And you're going to share your titles, and you're going to help each other brainstorm some titles. So for 5 minutes now, it's 10:19. We're going to go to 10:24. Just start drafting keywords, themes, or titles. Just so get to work. And we're going to take one more minute. Okay. So hopefully you have some ideas. So what I want you to do, can you guys see my screen okay? Right here, right here. So what I want you to do is I'm going to move you into new groups, and I want each person to take a turn. And I want you first to say who or what your profile is about, what is the primary theme of your profile, and then I want you to share your title ideas. And I want you to take at least a minute for each person to help them with their profile ideas. So they'll tell you, I mean, not their profile idea, their title ideas. So they'll tell you the title and then just kind of work with them, just kind of mess with it a little bit, okay? I think we'll probably take about 8 minutes for this because there's 5 people in each group. And so, and I will just pop in to each group, but I'm just gonna listen, all right? So go ahead and go into your groups and I'll pop in and see you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can't get into my group. I don't know if it's because I accidentally closed the call.
Will it let you do it now? Oh, wait. Hey, Lily, I've just moved you into a group. Let's see if it works now. Lily, you should be able to get into group 3. Is it not working? Okay, just a sec. Now try it. Perfect. Is it not, it's not letting you? How weird. Okay, hold on. Let me just move you to another group, okay? I don't know why it doesn't want to let you go. Okay, try that. Okay.
I like that one.
Okay. Anyone else?
Is there one that you like the most?
I like. I don't know. I like both of them. anyone else's title ideas for their own?
Well, I was thinking of something like not funny, but like
I didn't realize that the profiles were supposed to be like more of a not third person. I can't think this morning, but they're supposed to be, you're not supposed to be in them as much, and I didn't realize that. So I wrote about myself quite a bit just because my profile is about my grandma and I'm extremely close to her. So it's very hard for me to like write about her and not include myself. Um, but my title was
So I think I'll be all right just looking over it later. But you know, if whoever wants to go next, go ahead.
I can go. So mine is about my friend and how he graduated as a senior online because of COVID.
like like anomaly of the medical world with having like so much of his body being replaced with metal and stuff as well. But yeah, most of my titles are just kind of working around something like that.
that's cool.
And I'm
I
sorry,
read
was
it.
his name and then resurrected?
Yeah, it's Tim Paxton, an artist resurrected.
I really like that.
Title.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's cool.
Thanks.
How many more of you still need to go?
Jackson.
Okay, cool. I'll probably invite y'all back in about 4 minutes. How many of you still need to go?
Jorge and Lily, I think, no, Jorge, did you just go? Trying to read the lists.
I think
both
Lily was the
Megans
only
went.
one.
Yeah, I just went.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so Lily's the last one. Okay, so I'll probably call you back in about 3 or 4 minutes. Hey, do any of you still need to go or are you done? You're done?
Yeah, we all went.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to call everybody back in about 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll wait for room 2 to come back. I think they're probably still working on something. Then, oh my goodness, hang on 1 second. Okay. All right. Share my screen again. Okay. I think everybody's back. I hope that that worked okay. All right. So hold on 1 second. Okay. So here's what's happening for the rest of the week. And then we're going to move into some workshopping groups. But so that you can workshop on your own time and then leave when you're done, I'm going to go over what's coming up. All right. So you're going to submit your profile draft, which is your content and design. Okay. And that is due on Friday night at 11:59. So same thing. So you're going to revise your profile content according to the responses from your peers and me. You're going to determine a design plan. You're going to upload your content into the 17 by 11 spread. And I've given you the instructions on how to do that. Just incorporate your images, pictures, titles, bylines, anything else for the design. And this is very important. Save it as a PDF, okay? Because if you don't save it as a PDF, your design will fall apart when it gets uploaded. And this is, you won't be allowed to upload it. This assignment only allows PDFs to be uploaded. So no later than Friday, okay? By Saturday morning at 10 a.m., I'm going to put you into the review groups again. And if you don't remember how to do that, here's the tutorial on how to do that. Now, what I'm asking you to look at for this review, for this collaborative response, is I'm really only asking you to look at design. If you feel like you can look at the content, if you feel like as you read through it, if you notice things that you think still need to be addressed, I would encourage you to include that. But these are the two criteria for the design. So the first one is, how well do the design and layout enhance the reading experience? And here's the different designations. So the first one is the profiles, design, and layout are attractive, compelling, and make it easy to read, okay? The second one is the profiles, design, and layout are consistently competent. So they're just fine. They don't distract from the ease of reading. So it's just fine, but it's not necessarily like attractive, but it's just fine. The third one is the profiles, design, and layout are inconsistent. Some of it facilitates the reading, some of it does not, okay? And then the last one is the profiles, design, and layout make it hard to read, all right? The second issue is how well do the images contribute to the theme or meaningful purpose of the profile? So this is whether or not the images that are included add to it or detract from it. So the first one is the images add to the overall impact of the profile. So they contribute something. They make, so with the combination of the images and the text, it makes a bigger whole than it would with them separate, okay? The medium one is the images neither add to nor distract from. So they're just kind of fine. They're there, but they don't really do much, but they don't distract. And then the last one is if the images distract. So they're not really quite right for the profile, okay? So you're gonna read your, you're gonna go through this, you're gonna read through them, then you're gonna do the same collaborative response, okay? So similarities, differences, and recommendations to self or to others. You only have two areas to fill out because you're just really looking at these two criteria, okay? But if you wanna add something else, that would be great, okay? So you're going to need to read all the drafts that you're assigned, complete the response document, take a picture of it and send it to everybody you have listed as peer reviewing. And then we're going to meet in small groups on Monday. That'll be the last time that we meet in small groups. Sorry, not in small groups. It's going to be the last time we meet online because Wednesday is our last class. So Monday will be the last, actually, hang on. Yes. Monday is going to be our last in-person meeting, and then I'm going to be available on Wednesday for anybody who wants to talk to me before you turn stuff in, okay? So you're going to turn in this PDF, all right? So does anybody have any questions about that, about what we're doing?
Do we have to do it on that document, or can we just write like 2 paragraphs on each?
You could write 2 paragraphs in each. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, so that is what's coming up. And then you also have a wind down. It's just a really straightforward wind down. Very easy. Okay, so hang on one second. Yeah, providing feedback, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, so that's all that we've got. So now what I want to do is, so I want to invite you to participate in workshopping with each other. So workshopping your profile and your drafts. Now we've been giving some feedback to each other through collaborative response, but what workshopping is when you share your screen, you show the people in your group what you've done, and they just talk about it. They just say, okay, this works, this doesn't work, this design looks good, this design could improve. Maybe you read them a section of your profile that you might have been working on that you can't quite get, or maybe you just want some feedback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into groups. I'm going to recreate the groups. We still have, how many people do we still have here? Hang on, I think, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we have 2 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 3, okay? And what I want to do, hang on, I'm going to move one person. Hold on. Let me move. Hang on one second. Sorry, I'm trying to get the groups more balanced. So hold on one moment. I apologize. You know what? I want to recreate. I'm going to, hold on. Okay, I'm happy with these groups. Okay, so the groups are a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is I'm going to invite you to join these groups. And then the time is yours, all right? So I want you to decide whether or not you want to participate in these groups and share your work with each other to get ideas from each other, or if you want to, you can just check out of here. So this is your time to give each other, feedback, to get a good look on your drafts, get a good look on your design. When you turn in your PDFs, I will be responding to those as well. Okay, so when you turn them in, I'm going to look through them, I'm going to read through them, I'm going to give you feedback. So, but this is an opportunity for you to get some feedback that will just lead you to finishing up your draft. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on this Zoom call for, I'll stay until you're all gone, basically. So if anybody wants to pop back into the main room and ask me any questions, that's great. But otherwise, go into your groups, work as long as you want to work, and then you can leave, okay? So I'll plan on seeing you all on Monday, and I will see your drafts come in on Friday. Well, I'll see your drafts come in on Friday night, and then I will see you on Zoom on Monday, okay? So does anybody have any questions before I open the rooms?
Are you going to be giving us feedback, like the collaborative response on the design this
Yes.
week as well?
Yes. Yeah. So when you turn in your drafts on Friday, I'm going to look at them this weekend and I will give you feedback on those. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So I'm going to open the rooms and the time is yours.